What is up, everybody? It's your boy Heathen, and today I'm going to take you through a 100% walkthrough of Lies of P. I will be giving away a copy of this game, so leave a like and a comment telling me how you found my channel, and I'll pick a random winner in a couple weeks from the comment pool. With that being said, let's get started.
Can you hear me? Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Alright, starting off, we just got a little walk up here, so no running. Can't run yet. We can do a little supercharged punch to move us along a little faster. You can see doing this is taking off our left arm of steel down in the bottom left-hand corner. So we can't do it too much, but we're almost there.
I see the guy name is Jiminy. Please escort him to the hotel.
We picked up our lamp. That'll help us see in dark places. Also has our little friend inside, Jiminy.
Find something that might help.
Got quite a bit of insight for us.
But the streets are not safe. It'll be helpful.
Alright, we are going to pick our starting weapon. Now, we've got balance, dexterity, and strength. We are going to be doing a strength build for a little while, since there is a really OP weapon in this version of the game, the most updated version. We are going to be using that, but we will be doing a strength build this walkthrough. I'm going to pick big sword for strength build and pop on out here. Now, the super OP weapon I am referring to is... Get past all that. The Azure Dragon's Crescent Glaive. This was put in with a collaboration with Wo Long. Everyone who has the updated version of the game has this weapon, so I'll be using this at the beginning. Welcome to do the same. It is insanely good, and you can use it through the whole game. It upgrades with a special type of upgrade we will be looking at later. It's got big, long sweeps. Bunch of damage. We're gonna go over here, grab a sawtooth wheel. Run up and grab our pulse cells. This is what we heal with. This is essentially our Estus, if you are familiar with Souls games. So that's going to be what we use when we are about to die. We've got a couple guys here. We just kind of want to go around, dispatch these guys one at a time. Get this fellow over here so he doesn't gank us while we're picking up our dim Ergo. Dim Ergo is our souls, so we can use that to gain more Ergo. You can see how much Ergo we currently have in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Him. Gonna be taken this way. That door ahead of us is locked right now. This is going over guards. Guard with that left bumper. If you guard at just the right time, you get a perfect guard. But first thing we're gonna do, run right up here, kill this guy with the gun, so he's not shooting us the whole time. Then we'll go down here and deal with his friend. Alright, and we'll sneak into this bathroom here. There is a little gank here, so what I like to do is just run in and then turn directly around, deal with this guy. Pick up a thermite. That's a throwable. Extremely useful in this game. Throwables are really OP, and we're going to be using those to take down most of the bosses. If you'll see above our weapon in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there is a gray bar that's depleting. That's our weapon durability. If you put down on the D-pad, hold X, Gonna see that bar fill back up. If it gets to 0, our weapon will break. We do not want that, so we want to kind of keep an eye on that. And we'll get some things later on that'll let us have our weapon out a little bit longer. So this is our backstab tutorial. Go right up behind him. We see those 3 red scratch marks. Means we're about to get a backstab. Critical damage. Does way more than normal damage. Take this guy out. Fable Catalyst. Helps us boost our special. A little bit of lore. Passenger's note. We're not going to be reading any of the notes. I will be watching the cutscenes, but skipping past and giving Cliff Notes versions of most of the dialogue, because it's probably take quite a while. Backstab him. Watch out for this guy on the left. And his friend coming up on the right. Go in the luggage room here for a dim Ergo fragment, another consumable. We will walk down the stairs here and come to our first mini boss. This is a gatekeeping boss. Kind of shows you the ins and outs of larger enemies. He's over there beating on somebody. Pick up our Fable Catalyst. That will boost our bottom right hand corner of the screen, our special. And anytime we see a door like this, red light, we want to hit it. That's a shortcut. Help us get back if we die to a boss. So this guy, you just want to bait attacks out of him. Kind of let him swing and then go in for your attacks. So you want to give him some space because he will hit you kind of hard. So here we go. Hit him with those charged R2s. I've got him in a stagger position. That's going to set me up for a critical. So I'm going to take right here. And now he's just about dead. Do a couple more slaps. We got Krat Central Station main entry key and Workshop Union lightweight frame. And a sawtooth wheel. That is a throwable. Lets us distract enemies. It doesn't do much damage, but you know, if you got a group of enemies you want to take care of, it'll let you piece them out one at a time. The other item we got is these are defense parts. These are essentially our armor. They give us different physical damage reduction, any kind of elemental damage reduction, and we just got an upgrade, so we're going to go ahead and put that on because it gives us more physical damage reduction. Going to be useful to us. So we're going to shoot right out the door here. Go up these stairs back to that big door we saw earlier. Whoopsies. Open her on up. And we've got our first open area, so I want to go up to here to our stargazers. These are essentially our bonfires. They're where we will rest. We'll travel, fast travel to. We will use these for quite a few things. So typical souls, when you rest there, health and HP, or HP and stamina, everything recoups, but all the enemies are going to respawn. So first thing we want to do is go over to the right here. Take care of these little guys. And we got some, whoa! Got some dog enemies here. Best thing to do with the dog enemies is let them attack, and then go in for your own attacks. Because they'll beat you to the punch almost every time. Got our Sawtooth Wheel, Fable Catalyst, and a dim Ergo fragment. Sure we're not missing anything back there. Alright, I'm gonna pop over to this side. Take care of this dog first. They're the fast ones. Let this dog get his attack out of the way. And one great thing about this weapon is it just gives those huge wide swings. and it just covers an entire area. We can kill multiple enemies at a time. There's some more lore. Doesn't do anything for us, but gives us kind of background on the area, what's happened here. We want to run up to this dog, beat him to the punch. Kind of just going around clearing out these enemies. Uh-oh. Came from behind me. Fable Catalyst. Alright, showing us about Fable Arts. These are our special moves. Let's see. Kill these guys, and then we'll do a little demonstration of what this thing can do. Oh, we're out of stamina. We're back out. Fable Catalyst, this item, Vivid Ergo Fragment. And we'll give a little demonstration. I'll do the left bumper and Y Fable Art for this weapon. Big ol' spin to win. Super powerful. Got a sawtooth wheel and another sawtooth wheel. Okay, so we have cleared this area out. We're going to go ahead and move on down the path of regression here. I'm going to take this right way first because we can drop down on an enemy that's going to be shooting at us later. Uh-oh. Whipped it there. This is access to a shortcut we'll get later on. Don't have to worry about that right now. We'll drop down. Normally this guy would be shooting at you the entire time, but we're going to go ahead and rock him with a backstab. He's not going to bother us anymore. Go over and backstab this guy. And it is useful to note, while you're backstabbing, you have what they call iframes, so invincibility frames. And you cannot be hit while you're backstabbing. So you see an enemy coming up on you like that. You hit a backstab on an enemy, you'll be pretty safe. This dog do his thing. Go in, make sure we're keeping our weapon sharpened. Go to the left here for an Ergo item. Little phone jump scare. Gets me, at least. And we are going up on our first enemy that is going to show us the Fury attacks. So these are big attacks. They cannot be dodged, or you don't have iframes while you're dodging if you're within the area that it's going to hit you. You have to perfect guard them. So basically what I'm going to do is, I'm not great at perfect guards. We will be using them quite a bit in this game because it's almost required, but we'll be backing out of those big attacks. Just kind of getting out of the range, the hit range for them. Just dropping out like that and follow him up with a big ol' hit. Uh-oh, he got me. Let's pop a heal. Okay. Get him back with a charge dart too. Figured that would put him into stagger. Where's your stagger, buddy? He got me. He's not wanting to stagger. He's a big boy. There we go. Right at the end. Charge dart 2s on this thing are vicious. We'll run over here for a nice little view, a little dialogue.
Destination Krat. Optimal location for observing the destination.
And this is a bit of a gank area. We're going to go ahead and heal up before we go in here, sharpen our weapon up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run and kill that guy laying down there, kind of get the drop on him. There's going to be a guy shooting to the right here, though, so we want to watch out for that. I'm going to go in, hit him a few times, and back on out. We're not going to wait for that item. We're going to run up and serpentine so he doesn't hit us. Oh, he's hit us anyways. I go back and take him out. Wait for this guy. And big ol' smash. Oh, missed a couple items back here. Thermite, and this guy dropped a sawtooth wheel. So we can see, kind of demonstrate what the sawtooth wheel can do here. We've got our throwing items on our belt. Want to... Is it our extra bag? No. We'll go ahead and toss this on our belt here. And this can kind of bait enemies out. We'll just hit X or square, whatever you have. And now he'll run at us. We don't have to worry about the other guys coming too soon. Take care of them. And we'll go up here. Normally we would drop down on one of those enemies, but I kind of wanted to show what the sawtooth wheel is generally used for. We've got dim Ergo fragment. Normally you would drop down on that enemy here, do big damage and kill the other one. So that is the path of progression. We're going to take a right here. Go get us a Vanini Urgent Repair Tool. That instantly repairs your weapon durability. So if you're in the middle of a boss fight or something where you can't, you know, maybe don't have time to sharpen your blade, pop that Vanini Repair Tool on and it'll instantly repair it. Ooh. Oh, acting up over here. Let's get away from that dog. Alright. Where'd he go? Try and get the drop down on him. Oh. There we go. Fable Catalyst. Put our Fable up. Bait an attack out of this guy. Give him the big slam. Alright, this is the shortcut I was referring to earlier, right before we went and killed that ranged fellow. So this gives us a fast access back to where we were before. Leads out to this area. And there's the open area, first open area we walked into. Kind of give you the lay of the land. We're going to walk this way. She's telling us about the first boss, so we're going to repair the Stargazer. Gonna take a rest.
This is called a Stargazer.
Explaining to us what Stargazers are. We can level up here. We can use storage. I don't really use storage that much, but if you don't like stuff cluttering up your inventory, more than welcome to put stuff in there. Got Vivid Ergo Fragment and a Target Puppet. You can practice your moves on this guy. This is our first vendor.
There. I didn't think you didn't hear. You ought to buy.
He sells all of the starting weapons plus some throwables, and a Electric Blitz abrasive. This is like oils or papers from other Souls games. It gives your weapon a charge based on the kind of elemental damage it's referring to. Throwing cells. This is really, really useful for the first boss, so we're going to go ahead and buy 3 of these. These are the other starting weapons. We can buy those. If you don't like the one you started out with, Fable Catalyst sold out, but if you didn't like the starting weapon you started with, you don't want to use the glaive, feel free to try those other weapons out. I'm going to go around the corner here for a little bit of lore. It's that big view of the hotel again. We are going to go ahead and level up. First thing I like to just put stuff into Vitality and Vigor. That's our health and stamina. You can see we get some extra defense and other supplemental boosts from that, but those are the main 2 things we're boosting. In this playthrough, we'll be doing Vitality, Vigor, Capacity, and Motivity. Motivity is strength in this game. Technique is dexterity, so if you like daggers, fast little swords, stuff like that, you'll want to go technique. And advance is a balanced, what you would call a quality build. But we'll just be leveling these first 4 almost exclusively. But we're just going to put as much into health and stamina as we can. And we are going to go up to the first boss. A couple things to note about this first boss. He's got 2 phases. First phase, he's going to be swiping at you with his hands a lot. He will do a very telegraphed move. When he moves into his second phase, he will take the basket off his back, and he will rip his own head off and use that as a weapon. So that is what you want to watch out for. But other than that, just make sure you stay out from under him. He'll try to stay on top of you. But you'll kind of get the groove of it watching me take care of it. So we want to go ahead and put those throwables on our belt. Take that off. We don't need Gemini. Go ahead and put those thermite in the place of the sawtooth wheel, since those do quite a bit more damage. And I'm not sure if we have any abrasives. I don't think we can go buy electric abrasive so we can kind of show what that does. We have enough money.
Out here alone?
Buy one of those. And put that on our tool belt. Usable items. In the extra bag, hold down A, you get access to that. It is a little difficult to manage, I think, but it is useful in a pinch. Here we go. Gonna pop that electric abrasive on. Go out and bait an attack out of him. See, we're doing a ton of damage with that. Go ahead and use our Fatal Arts. He's going into his second phase now. Use my throwables. Want to watch out for those attacks. You just want to stay out of him. He's going to be doing big attacks in his second phase. He's going to kind of do this jump where he tries to see if I can bait it out of him. Oh, well, maybe I might not be able to. Heal up. Whenever you heal, he's gonna try and close that gap between you and him by doing that charge. Just be careful of it. There's the jump, and we can punish that with a big. Well, should be able to punish that with a big move. With that one. 1, 2, and go in for the hit. Alright, let our stamina re-heal a little bit. We're gonna take a big hit there. That's okay. I'm just using those charged R2s because they do the best job, I think. And let our stamina heal up a little bit. You just want to keep an eye on your weapon durability. Alright, we're going to go finish him off with our special. And boom, there we go. That's Parade Master. Love the charge R2s. We got Parade Leader's Ergo Quartz. Parade Leader's Ergo, you can consume that for a lot of souls, but we don't want to do that. You can trade those in later. Any boss soul you can trade in later for a weapon or amulet you can choose, or you can consume it for souls. Fable Catalyst. I like to trade them in for the items because you are working towards that platinum. We won't be able to get the platinum in a single playthrough. It will require multiple playthroughs, but I will be setting the grounds for you to get that through this playthrough. So at the end, I'll kind of finish up what you would need to make that happen. We got Dim Ergo, I think a Fable Catalyst back there.
One more thing I should mention. The hotel's security excludes puppets like you. So you'll have to lie to get inside. You're a special puppet after all.
And we're gonna go to the left here for items. Got a little puppet graveyard over here. Dim Ergo fragment. And we're gonna use all those Dim Ergo once we get inside to level up as much as we can. We'll start putting some into strength. Go over here for a hidden moonstone. Those are what you upgrade your standard weapons with. There are crescent moonstones to upgrade special boss weapons and weapons like the one we're using. So there is a lying mechanic in this game. We are going to be telling as many lies as we can because that is going to make us more human. That is going to be our main goal for the game, is to turn completely human by the end because we get something special for it. We'll go ahead and knock on the door. They're asking us whether we're a puppet or human. We are going to say we're human, which is lying. They're going to let us in. I think this is the only one where you have to tell a lie to get in. Other ones are optional. You can tell the truth and stay a puppet, or lie and become more human. Listening to records we get along the way, collectible items, will also turn us more human.
I'm so happy to see you. I am Sophia. I've been waiting for you. Searched all over the city of Krat to find you. You must have questions. Geppetto will have answers. But we have to find him first. He was last. Please find.
Alright, we saw a little video of what happened, and she's explaining to us our next task, so we need to go find Geppetto. We now have the ability to level up with her. I will refer to her as Butterfly Babe most of the time. That is just the easiest thing to pop into my head because I always forget her name. I think it's Sophia. We are going to go ahead and level up. What do we have? 2 levels. So we're going to put some into motivity, raise our strength up, and put some into capacity.
Look at Gemini. That's proof I'm no inventor.
Talking about our friend Gemini. The Moonface Pocket Watch. This is essentially our homeward bone. We can use that to take us back to the last stargazer we rested at. So we're just going to go around and talk to everyone here. A couple of items we want to pick up as well. Some lore items. Landmark Guide 1.
Unexpected guests are welcome.
Talk to Antonia.
It's a shame. If it doesn't, it comes. He's fine.
We get some clothes, and we can show off our clothes. You can talk to her. Sometimes you want to go ahead and exhaust everyone's dialogue because sometimes they will give you things, or they'll give you side quests. So we want to go around, exhaust everyone's dialogue. I'm going to be skipping past most of it because it would take quite some time for me to go and
Welcome to my name. Please let me at Hotel Krat.
Show you everybody's dialogue. This is the vendor, one of the vendors that will be here, Paladina. He sells eventually upgrade items. He's got some quartz we can use later. We're not quite there yet. We need to save Geppetto first before I explain what those are for. And he's got some Legion magazines, some items that will improve our quality of life if we need that.
The Grand First, Second, Third Law, Fourth. I told you about.
Exhausts his dialogue and move on. We'll go over here. This obviously is the big stargazer, the main stargazer we'll be using. We'll have some NPCs that show up over there eventually.
I heard about you from. You should take this.
She is giving us our new arm. Now we did have a arm that punched. That's about all it did. This arm gives a very Mortal Kombat Scorpion get over here type drag to an enemy. You can pull enemies out without having to worry about running into a big group and fighting them all at once. You can piece them out with this. It's very, very useful, especially in the beginning of the game.
You must be. Oh, I know my way. Any of your. I know my way around.
She will also upgrade weapons and alter handles. This game has an excellent weapon upgrade system where you can switch out the handle and the blade of almost any weapon. We will be utilizing that quite a bit as we go through the game.
A stargate empowers the stalkers. A stargate empowers the stalkers.
Oopsies.
If you want, don't look at me like.
We'll go ahead and take a look at this. These upgrade with Dark Moonstone of the Covenant. Those are special upgrade items we will find later. We'll probably be buying those from Paladina. And we have our Great Sword of Fate Blade. That's the starting weapon we started with. We don't want to quite upgrade any of these yet. We want to save these until we get something worth upgrading. Altered handle. We cannot alter the glaive we're using, but most weapons you can. I don't think boss weapons you can alter. We've got our cat friend here. He does not like us right now. The more human we become, the more he will enjoy our company. This is the sparring ground. Come out here, try out all your Fable arts without having to wait for them to recharge. Very cool place. A lot of weapon testing took place out there. And that is it for down here. No one's upstairs yet. We will be taking a trip up there eventually. So we want to go ahead and use all our Ergo that we have. Those are consumables. We don't want to use the parade leaders because we'll trade that in later. But we want to go ahead and talk to Butterfly Babe to level up. And we'll go ahead and put some into Vigor, because we need stamina. Stamina management, very important part of any Souls game.
Ergo, without Ergo, when you move, gather more in the foot.
ahead and exhaust our dialogue. All right, now that we are done here, we took a little tour of the downstairs area. We are going to be moving on, straight on through. And going right out the back door. All right. We are surrounded by some corpses here. Obviously, the humans over here had a pretty bad day. And there's going to be something that happens up here. Nothing dangerous, all aesthetic. First time that happened, it freaked me out.
But don't be alarmed. My name is Gemini. We'll talk later, when we're safe.
Go and grab our stargazer and take a rest. And we are going to go ahead and wrap this first episode up here. These are going to continue on one a day until it is complete. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys, and I will see you next time.